Okay, here's the deal. We're back. We gotta get to a certain point in a certain time, or else the mafia will murder my children. Um,
I'm a little guy.
yeah, he's also here. He is not under any threat whatsoever. So he's gonna be have a major hindrance to me specifically. So we gotta move fast. All right. Last time, I think the last thing that really mattered that happened was they went to the doctor, and they found out that they were having twins.
What?
That was the thing that happened last episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened last episode.
I
And
forgot.
also the babysitter's at home. So let's continue.
Bring green in Rob's eyes. Hey Larry, where's Gilbert right
Yay.
now?
Eh,
Yay.
I gotta like remind myself
You
who
come
these
by
fan
soon?
names are.
Oh, I'm fat.
Great. What a. That's.
I have more.
Bro, you are actively taking care of children. Like, bro. Also, the globe looks like Earth Chan. Henry's dead. Henry? Henry? Where did Henry go? Okay, so the globe looks like Earth Chan. I'm all alone for this. Okay.
I'll see him later. I got a call from Rob about a meltdown.
Henry, you're muted.
Larry, do you know someone
Uh-oh. This is fine. This is fine.
named Gilbert? Nudge, nudge. I do.
Oh, Henry, are you back? No. The answer is no. Okay, I heard a chuckle, so this is not good.
I'm back.
What happened?
I don't know.
Why did you mute?
Okay, I was panicking. My girlfriend came in, and I was like, what do I do in this situation?
You put... Bro, no one cares. Nobody cares if your fucking girlfriend gets on the recording. I certainly don't care.
Well,
And
she
I'm
might care. I
jealous.
don't know. Maybe she doesn't want to be in the video. Did you ever think about getting her consent?
Did you never ask her?
Why would I ask my girlfriend if she wanted to be in my video as the video was recording?
No, just ask if she was fine if she accidentally got caught in the video.
Why would I do that?
Because that has a tendency of happening.
Okay.
Anyway, we're on a time crunch. Anyway, Earth Chan.
I'm Crunch. Ah,
He's my
it's
special
not
one,
Earth
bruh.
Chan.
So,
Oh god, they're using the term special one with anyone but the Shrignald fly bitch.
Red and Lucas are just watching you casually blush about your boyfriend? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Thank you, Anonymous. Again, Anonymous is the only ones that are making sense. Thank
I'm gonna
you
be honest with you.
for mentioning the fact that this guy is literally
Just
with children
watching
right now.
You casually blush
I
about
want
your
to
boyfriend?
real quick. Literally, half the time I can't tell who these characters are.
Yeah. This is supposed to be the lamp.
Yeah.
Maybe. So, Larry, how did you become a Roy
Earth Chan seems
his
obvious.
foster
It's
brother?
not even the
Well,
right shade of blue.
Yeah, it's at least it's better with the main characters because they're primary colors.
Yeah, and they're really bright, distinctive characters too.
Yeah.
He was part of the Big Bro program at school, and he was really sweet to every bruh. So
Every
he was always
bruh.
concerned when I'd miss weeks of school. One day he came by the house to check up on me and called the cops. His mom became my foster mom.
Why? What is
Random random out of nowhere mention of child abuse with no trigger warning. I missed old school Tumblr.
I missed those. I wasn't there.
Classic Tumblr where you could just fucking say shit.
God.
It'd be funny
Why
if you
does
bleeped me
every
out right
single
there.
episode have to have a disclaimer?
You should bleep me out there because I think it's funny.
Mention of bleep.
Edit
know
out
what,
the edit out me saying you should bleep it.
No, I'm not even gonna do that anyway. 'Cause I don't edit these videos unless it's like absolutely necessary to like put together clips.
It is.
Okey-dokey.
Here we go.
Random Magic Anon, I want this child to confess to another child because I want them to be together.
I have a feeling that this was the author.
Probably.
Because there's a sequel comic that we will never react to. It never got a definitive stopping point. We're never doing it.
We're not doing it.
We're not doing it.
Don't ask.
But they're like a happily like together couple, and they're both like in their teens. So I'm thinking that they were like, I need to make this not seem like a crack ship of my own characters. So
I need to make this seem like other people actually care about my random weird dog OC.
Yes. Which they probably do. It's Tumblr.
Magic Anon.
Oh, pause real quick. Nothing wrong with having an OC, but I have a strong feeling and there's also nothing wrong with having an OC and shipping them with a canon character. That's just, whatever. But it gets a little weird when that character is more than likely a self-insert character, and the character you're writing is a child.
Yeah.
That's why I called it a weird dog OC, because
you know what? I'll be real. I
weird.
don't think that it's. I still don't think that it's a self-insert.
Yeah, but either way, they're
connected.
just putting in
That
their
another
own
project
character.
that they had going on that just never saw the light of day.
Yeah, but it's still weird that they have an original character to date a child.
That's also a child.
Yeah, it's weird. What was the point?
I don't fucking know, man. Maybe Sparky
It's
was
real
created
weird.
to give Red a love interest.
If you were gonna do that, you should have made them at least teenagers. It still would have fit the sort of theme.
Unless, hear me out. This was not the author, and the author just had to run with it in both this and the sequel comic.
But they don't have to run with it. They could have just deleted that. They could have just deleted the ask.
But what if they just saw it and were like, fine. Fine, I don't have any ideas anyway.
That implies that no moral warning bells went off in their mind as they did this.
It's Tumblr!
Yeah, it is. Luckily, we're all better now.
Luckily, we're all better now,
better
TikTok.
Now that they banned the porn, we're perfectly okay. There's no Nazis here.
There's no Nazis here. There's still porn.
There's still porn.
There's still
There is
porn.
actually, yeah. People have figured out how to bypass the censoring on some stuff.
There's still porn.
So you didn't even achieve that.
Dying love for Sparky because I need more of them.
I still.
Oh. Man, I already beat the game. Hey Sparky, come here. What is it, Red?
What the fuck is with the blush? It's always this specific type of blush. I don't get it.
I think it's a kind of anime kind of style.
Yeah,
from a specific era.
Like, you don't need to put that in, but I mean, I guess it makes more sense, seeming as it's Red, who just has eyes.
Yeah, with Red, you can excuse some of the creative choices when it comes to having him express visible emotion, because it's really hard to draw body language.
Yeah, but just this whole thing with blush equal attraction. I haven't even watched Steven Universe, but still, I got confused by White Diamond.
Yeah, it got
that whole thing with White Diamond confused me for a hot second. Is she
making
attracted
blush,
to this child? No.
yeah, making blush equal attracted to has destroyed our society, because you have that, and then you also have like people who were trying to accuse the anime Spy X Family of trying to imply that Anya had some sort of feelings for her dad.
Yeah, it's just like blush doesn't always mean attraction, which is why those two situations.
That's
And it's
why
like
that happened, because
it's not the audience's fault and it's not the artist's fault. It's just that's the thing, you know? It's nobody's fault. That's just the trend.
it happened.
That's just part of the style. And so when people see it, they automatically associate it with the thing it's most likely associated to. You know?
Stuff happens.
So it's not really anybody's fault, you know?
But it's also like, all you need to do is, if something like this starts happening, like, you just need to sit and think for like 2 seconds before you say anything. Be like, okay, what are all of the facts at hand? And that's it. Just figure out, okay, what is actually true about this situation?
What is actively happening here?
What is happening? And what has happened before?
Yeah. I think that's the main. I think that thing with White Diamond is the main reason a lot of people called her a pedophile. Back when that whole hate train
that was a
happened, but
weird
also
period of
because a
time.
lot of those reviewers were just homophobic.
Yeah, that was
A lot of
very
those reviewers
weird
just
period of
sucked.
time.
I've recently been watching these videos debunking those quote unquote
Yeah.
analysis videos that were just transphobic.
Gross.
And yeah, those reviews completely ruined my vision of Steven Universe for a while, even if I barely watched them, because I thought, oh, people don't like this show. Until I came back a few years later. I still haven't watched the show, but now I know, oh, the show's a good show and people like it, right?
Yeah. I literally, right before this video, my friends and I were talking about Steven Universe, and one of the points, one of the little bullet points we had was, it's crazy the era of people, and it's a current era of people constantly saying that Rose Quartz abandoned Steven, uh, and abandoned him with all of her problems, like, just to escape responsibility. But
She
then we were talking
gave
about how,
birth.
not just that, but if you actually look at it, how many of her problems were completely unsolvable by literally anybody by the time she falls in love with Greg?
Yeah, also the
What do you want
entirety
to go?
of the. She
Hey,
basically died in childbirth. That's the equivalent.
no, but they're saying, but see, she knew it would happen, so and she still made the choice to do all of this. That's why people say that, which is a messed up way to view dying in childbirth, by the way.
Exactly.
Like, anyway,
Anyway, let's get back on the funny DHMIS
on the funny
thing.
train. But we were talking about how it's weird how so many people say that she like abandoned Steven with her problems. But
No, we're not talking about that.
How is she gonna solve them? Go into space as what? Rose Quartz, the rebel leader, dead. She goes up there as Pink Diamond, gets sucked back into that. Like,
Stop,
what is
just
she
stop.
realistically gonna do?
We're on a time. My family's at risk.
Oh no.
All right, everyone, you have 5
This is
total
funny, though.
options. Option A, tell Sparky you love him. Option B, say a pun that expresses your love. Yeah, that's very in character. Option C.
Very, very in character. That's just so in character. We all know Red talks like this.
Yes.
Hello, I am Red from DHMIS. yeah, just yeah, but also it's really funny.
Tell Sparky you have a secret to tell him, and I don't know what next. Option D, invent a time machine and ask your future self. How would that one have played out?
Also, how would you do that?
Look, if they had selected D, then we would have a time machine.
We would have a different show. We would have
But
a
we
different
would also
comic.
have a time machine, which means that we could fix all of these problems.
Yeah, we would also have a completely different comic.
But
knows?
we would have a time machine.
that probably isn't the one getting picked. And option E, scream "I love you" before jumping out the nearest window.
Yeah.
No.
Can you guess which one Tumblr picks?
Oh yeah.
Vote now on your phones.
Except no, this vote already happened a while ago.
So don't vote.
I'm getting the final result. Okay, hold on to it, everybody. It looks like the final result is option E, scream "I love you" before jumping out the nearest window.
Tumblr is
How's
funny.
this gonna pan out?
I wonder how this is going to pan out. I wonder what he's gonna do.
Did you know that the legal term for being thrown or jump out of for being, basically falling through a closed window, like essentially smashing through a window, is has a legal definition, and it's to be defenestrated.
Defenestrate. Yeah,
It
defenestrate.
sounds very weird, and it feels like it should mean something else, but you can't really pinpoint what. Just something that probably isn't appropriate.
Option E, defenestrate.
No!
Back to your regularly scheduled. Whatever this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are
Tumblr.
you okay? I love you. What?
I love you.
Okay, bye.
Holy shit!
That was a
Rockstar,
little
why
bit
you
cute.
Are you,
jumping out the window? Red just jumped out a window?
bro? You don't need to be the narrator. Well, so why did you pick this?
Oh, Jesus, bro, you could have broken your nose like that. You should have known better.
Broke your nose. What
Could of.
nose?
It could have. So,
Or could apostrophe FE or VE?
yeah, like, that's not the long form of could've. That is not that's not how you write down could've. I imagine, like, okay, let's address something really quick, because the person who wrote this was likely young. It
Yeah.
was
Oh no.
more than likely a teenager of some sort, pre-teenager-ish. And we don't want to push down, like, young artists or anything, or, like, discourage people and, like, nitpick people's, like, grammar and stuff and blah, 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 blah. But also, this comic is... I think it's fine in this case. I would like to meet the person
Yeah.
who made this comic, because it is certainly very interesting, and they had a lot of interesting ideas. And some of their work was very, and some of the scenes were very good. Some of the pacing was actually kind of good. You know, I'd love to see if what they were doing now, and see if they had improved their, like, storytelling abilities anymore, or had moved on to, like, focusing more on solo work. That could have been very interesting if they had tried that, because, like, their art style isn't that bad. Like, it's very it's clear, it's distinctive, you can tell what's going on. Like, it's very smooth and consistent, so it's better than mine.
Okay, I'm back. All right. Sorry, I
I
had
just
to.
spent the whole time you were gone actually complimenting this comic.
Blasphemy. Did you forget why we're here?
No!
Did you forget the purpose for which you were summoned into
I'd
this
explain-
realm?
I'd explain all of the things I just explained, but that'd be dumb, so you can just watch the fucking video.
You motherfucker. You have completely ruined my reputation.
Rather than to jump out the window. Roy, Red just confessed his life.
Okay, don't know why Roy has to get into this. This is not the right time.
Well,
Roy's
because
kind of
Roy is his dad.
bit also like
Wouldn't you want to know if your child had confessed their love to someone and jumped out a window?
yes, but also I feel like we can save the confessed his love part for later, maybe. Can we just stick to the jumped out a window? Also jumped out of the window.
Oh, for spiking
Yeah.
it and jumped out a window? What?
What's up? I'm working.
What the hell is going on over there, Larry?
Buster, bruh, everything's fine. Rockstar just has some bruises.
Also, the standard one eyelid up to show distress and or crazy.
Yeah,
It's
like I
only
mean,
one
their
or the other?
expressions are not that bad. Like that's again something to compliment the comic. Their expressions are usually pretty good. It is hard to convey emotion, but with their cartoon style, it's very easy if you know
Yeah.
what to do.
I'm coming home.
Bruh, I already
It's just
snapped
hard to
at him.
know.
And you're on
Yeah.
speaker.
Red, baby, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do I need to get Papa and come home?
No, we're good. Larry, are you?
Oh no,
The other baby.
the
Right.
other baby,
The other pregnant man. Why?
the other M-Preg in this comic.
Literally just impreg the comic. I hate my life.
What's wrong, Larry? Are you okay?
Larry?
Are you okay,
It's
Larry?
Seahorse Dad,
Red,
the comic.
What's going on? Larry,
No,
where
I'm
does it
not
hurt?
okay.
Roy?
Oh, God,
Shout out
your
to
phone
Seahorse
died.
Dads though, like legit.
Where are you going?
Gilbert, your special one is suddenly in pain. I think you might be the pregnancy.
The special
God, it doesn't
one.
matter. Help him.
Well, that's what they referred to him as. So,
I know, but it's funny still.
yeah.
I still get
I know.
a goofy laugh, a little haha.
Yeah, also, I'd like to mention how that Anon didn't realize that Larry, or Gilbert, that's Gilbert, I forget.
That finger is very long.
That figure is very long and very thick.
I'm
It's
going
so
as fast as I
long.
can.
I'm not gonna make a joke. I'm not gonna make a joke. I'm not. We need to move on.
Larry.
Anyway, he was there the whole time. He was in the frame.
Hey, are you okay? Do you need anything?
I need to get it inside.
Oh, okay.
No,
Larry,
give birth outside.
Give birth
Like
outside.
our ancestors.
Give him to the wolves.
Give him to the wolves.
Give the child to the wolves. He'll turn out better.
Can't stand
Late stage
long.
abortion.
Whoa, Sparky, how do you feel about Red's confession?
Now is not the time.
Oh my god. What do I say?
This is just it. Yep. Okay. Yep. I'm just gonna. Yep.
He feels the same.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
What's
mhm.
happening with...
This is just the weirdest fucking comic.
It is very weird, but it is far from the weirdest.
We could have covered Star Kid musicals.
I've seen the weirdest.
We could have done Star Kid musicals. We could have done.
You want to do the
anything
weirdest?
else. No.
Okay.
We could have done anything else, and we decided to do this.
Do you want to watch
Larry.
something actually good
We already.
and comprehensive,
Yeah.
but still fan made so it can still apply?
What?
Please, can we watch Warrior Cats animated by Bok Bok Choi? It's good even if you don't know Warrior Cats. This is still really good with a lot of funny little goofy jokes that everyone can enjoy. It's well written, it's funny, it's kind of like the equivalent of making Warrior Cats abridged.
We'll do that after this, and then we'll do Redacted.
It's
But
coming,
I
though,
don't
right?
want to
I'm
do
so confused.
Redacted.
I don't know, bros. I don't want to.
Bro, we both. We are both have a mutual interest in Redacted.
I know, but I know. Yeah, no, I know.
Don't
I'm
be
just being-
fucking pissy with me.
I'm being goofy.
Stop.
Oh, this is actually really good posing.
Yeah.
The couch is really weird though.
It's like the Blue's Clues couch, but
Except
green.
different color.
Except green.
Except green. Blue's Clues couch. You mean the thinking chair or the couch?
No, wait. Am I think
The thinking chair.
they're both the same?
Except the couch is long. The
Wait a
thinking couch.
second. Wait a second. What
No!
is this? Is this a 3D? Is this a 3D model of the thinking sofa?
Can you 3D print the thinking couch?
This is official. Oh, they made an actual couch and then did the outlines and stitching. That's cool.
Oh, that is so cute.
That's really good. I like that.
That's charming. I would put that in my house.
Then we get this version in the reboot.
Ah, Blue's Clues and you.
Epic awesome. I haven't said that in a while.
I'm not gonna lie, the scene in the movie where Steve talks to you for the first time,
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it either, but someone uploaded the clip and I knew I probably wouldn't get around to actually being able to watch the movie, so I watched it and I'm so emotional over it.
Anyway, let's watch the thing.
I was like, yeah, Steve, life's been real hard, man.
I was barely there for his tenure.
Music isn't working, is it? It's only
Yo,
making
he
it
giving
worse.
birth.
He giving birth. Give the baby some
birth.
jams.
Why would the music help?
Play some Eric DOA in that shit.
Put music on him so that way he has something to focus on that isn't you panicking, goober.
Put some fucking... Baby's gonna come out singing Eric DOA.
That baby gonna come out fucking headbanging. Oh, don't let a baby
Headbanging
headbang,
with the
by way.
umbilical
That's
cord
unsafe.
still on.
Never let a baby headbang, by the way. Just public service announcement. Babies should not headbang. It is very, very dangerous.
I've seen clips of babies headbanging.
It's not safe.
Who's there?
Oh, he's passing out.
He is.
Let the ass in here. I need some.
It's me, Gilbert.
Let him in.
I need someone to claw.
Brian David Gilbert!
Let him in.
It's Brian David Gilbert. And if anyone says that he's the unraveled guy, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Brian David Gilbert, so cool.
Brian David Gilbert is not the unraveled guy. Brian David Gilbert is anything but. I'll be real. Unraveled is my least favorite thing he's done.
I liked it.
Unraveled is my least favorite Brian David Gilbert project.
In.
I'm coming, baby. Gilbert, how are you gonna comfort Larry?
You think you can stand up? You need to.
I can't even freaking sit up.
Sorry, the sweat looks like pupils.
Yeah. It's really throwing me off. It just looks like he's staring absently into the void, and that's more concerning because it like gives the impression that he's in some way dissociating, which is not a good sign.
But his eyes
Especially
are
if you're in
closed. Don't
labor.
worry.
An unconscious person in labor is not a good thing because that's going to be a lot tougher. Like,
Yeah.
it takes participation from the person
You
giving
should
birth.
probably take a trip to the hospital to see what's going on.
You should probably take a trip to the hospital. Probably.
Probably, all things considered. Thanks, little T-Cat 13, you fuck.
That's
And
why
if
you were deactivated.
It's always little T-Cat. It's
always little T-Cat.
That's
not
always
big
saying the
T-Cat.
stupid shit. This is a call-out post.
Bruh, think I'm leaving 3 kids alone? You're insane.
Larry, I'm pretty sure Roy would rather you be getting medical
Oh,
attention. Please, you're shaking. And I think
Just
you're
call an
getting a fever.
ambulance.
You're getting a fever.
Fred,
No, you're
did you have
having a
Larry-
baby.
Sorry, I think he's in pain.
I think. You think?
I've done enough today. I don't want to make it worse.
Aww.
Here it comes.
Red? It's
No.
gonna be...
Oh, God. Okay, we gotta speed run through this. We gotta
We can
have an
do it.
essay after the moment's over, okay?
Okay, we can do it.
Just don't
We can
say
get through it.
anything.
You okay?
We can get through this.
I'm fine.
You
We can do it.
Need a hug?
Shut up,
believe in
don't
us.
say anything.
Good posing.
I'm
Good
sorry.
posing, honestly.
I'm so sorry.
Don't say anything.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Please don't cry, love.
Shut no.
I love you too. Yeah, kiss that non-existent mouth.
Mm,
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything. I'm not making it. I'm making it.
No, 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 no.
It's over. Okay. Okay. We're good.
No.
Time for the essay. Okay.
Okay. First of all, I want to preface this with saying there is nothing wrong with childhood romance in stories
Yes,
inherently.
young love is a stereotyped quote for a reason.
It's just a pure wondrous thing that shouldn't be taken too seriously, and you shouldn't make too much of a thing out of it unless they're making a big thing out of it. In which case, just kind of support them and figure out what the hell's going on.
But also like middle
But
school at the earliest.
middle school, at least, is when you should definitely start getting at least a little more involved in whoever they're like dating at the time.
Middle school at the earliest is when I would be comfortable with that sort of story.
Yeah, but this is like 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
And
Or
not only
it's
that,
like adults in the bodies of 7-year-olds, which doesn't help.
yeah, and
Literally
also,
just she's actually a 16,000-year-old demon.
yeah,
No. Still
and their
looks like a
children.
child.
And not only that, but the author has already shown, the artist has already shown that they're not unwilling to do like slightly more, intimate implied scenes, which could lead a viewer to expect or in some cases disgustingly desire a specific outcome to the relationships in
Or
their
in
story.
my case, brace yourself.
Fucking brace yourself.
Just fucking tense up. Just do not.
Just be like, oh no, like,
No. But also, that's not.
like that's a bit of a stretch, I know.
I want to
it
say
does
that's not
feel,
really the author's fault. That's not really the author's fault. But like,
but it is just so weird to make. First of all, to make a character, whether it's self-insert or just random original character, and then ship them with a character you are knowingly writing as a child, and it's just really weird regardless of the mental aspect of it. It's
we're not saying the author's a pedophile.
we're not, in fact, I'm very sure that the author did not mean any harm and that the author themselves was likely a minor
Because look
at the time of making this. It's just that it, as you can see, it had a very large following. And the
yeah,
question
because like
is,
this next episode, originally when it was first uploaded, the dub had 36,000 views.
yeah, and the thing is, it's not that it's the author and artist. It's not the artist's fault or should be ridiculed or criticized in any way. It should be more of the circumstances around this. Why did, like, if this is a child who made this, like a preteen, why did they think this was okay? What about the world around them made them think that this would be an okay thing to do? Because this isn't one of those things where it's like, oh, it's something that like a kid might think and like an adult would like have extra context for. This is something that they would know they should know the implications of this, but they don't. Why not? When you get to the age where you can make this kind of art, because this is very well done.
It's just done in MS Paint.
It's just done in MS Paint. It's not bad. They're consistent. They're very stylized. They have their own thing. Like it's better than mine.
It's not like
honestly,
they're trying to do like, oh, this is just Steven Universe, but with X, Y, or Z.
like they're actually being very like deliberate and like creating a real, like they're forming a thing, and that's something you do when you're like middle school, like mid to late middle school, at the age where you should know the implications of these kinds of things. And the fact that they didn't is honestly a little worrying.
Also, might I just, this is a weird tangent. I went to an actual art school for a year before I moved states, and I'm still the worst artist of our friend group.
Ah, goofy.
So that's fun, but has nothing to do with anything.
I did
Man,
gymnastics as a kid. Now I'm disabled.
oh my god, that was out of nowhere. Jesus Christ. Okay. So yeah. Um I wanted to say the scene in itself, even despite the complications, it's just written really weirdly.
It's written in a weird way. Like
You want to
the
know what it
context of
sounds
the
like?
situation
You
is
do you
weird
want to know
too.
what it sounds like? It sounds like a friends to lovers roleplay ASMR.
Oh my god, it does. You're right. Because they both talk so softly as characters. Damn it!
And I'm not gonna say why I know that so concretely.
No.
Don't
Oh
look at
my.
my search history.
What? Don't say that. That's weird.
I don't fucking care.
It's weird.
I don't give a shit.
Weirdo. You weirdo.
Fuck you.
Okay.
You come to my channel.
You come to my channel.
You come to me at
Well,
the
come
day
to
my
my
daughter is
channel
to be
next
married.
time. Hey, come to my channel. Like, hey, that's an idea. We could record the Warrior Cat one on my channel because I know about that kind of thing. So people would come to me and ask me Warriors questions, and then they can
Maybe.
ask you the HMIS questions.
Yeah, let's put that on your channel. And
Put
then,
it on my channel.
as I was saying, you come to my channel. Hop in my video and then make fun of my jokes and my choices.
I'm not making fun of your jokes and choices. I am not.
And
I
then
appreciate that you have jokes and choices, even if they are not good jokes and choices. I appreciate that you have them.
Thanks, bro.
They are yours and yours alone, and no one can take that from you.
Well, I'm open about this, man. I don't know.
When you come to my channel, obviously we'll have to use your recording stuff, but like we can use a new background. It'll be my background. It'll be my channel.
Yeah. Oh no, man. I don't know. I'm getting so defensive. I'm sorry. I just get defensive about this shit, man. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's just sort of, when it comes to those sort of guilty pleasure things, you know? Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Okay.
We got to the thing. I guess that's the video.
No. That was the minimum. Well,
That was the minimum.
Now my children are safe.
Now your children are safe. And now we can use the extra time to watch Warrior Cat. Aww.
We need to finish this series.
We can finish this
So,
series, but we can
how
do
are
more.
you, Roy and Rob? I'm trying to contact Lucas's parents to see if they could check on the boys.
Lucas 3. Those two fucking S's in Lucas's.
I don't like it. I
Just
don't like SS like that. I don't like it. It's weird.
Just that first S.
In other languages it works, but in English we don't have that kind of like
Also, that's not even how you do it. It's Lucas apostrophe.
yeah, English speakers, like, first of all, the grammar for the English language doesn't allow that kind of thing. Plus, also, saying it out loud the way it's written really fucks up the mouth.
Lucas's.
Lucas's.
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus. One must imagine Sisyphus happy.
One must imagine Sisyphus is making fun of his friends for having a stroke every time they say his name.
Just imagine Sisyphus. Sisyphus. One must imagine Sisyphus's rock as being round.
Yes.
Since
Do you
Hannah's
think that if
probably
the gods came along and replaced his rock with a new separate rock that was functionally the same, do you think he would be sad? Would he miss the rock? Would he miss the other rock?
Is it like an identical rock?
It's pretty much identical, but it's not the same rock.
Is it like when he's sleeping, or like can he see them change it?
What do you mean when he's sleeping? Sisyphus doesn't sleep. That's the whole point.
I don't know, man.
Do you not know what Sisyphus is?
I know what Sisyphus is. I just...
For the viewers who don't know what Sisyphus is...
They know what Sisyphus is.
No, they don't. They are silly. It's a Greek legend.
You dare call my fan base silly? I'll put you in the ground.
Well, my fan base came over here to watch yours, and they are a little bit silly.
You don't have a fan base.
Fuck you! Fuck you! I do have fans! Fans, come defend me! Help!
It's just me, and I am actively hating on you.
Oh, my one fan is a hater! But anyway, as I was saying...
And also one of your best friends.
And Sisyphus is basically... long story long, this guy called Sisyphus was set by the Greek gods. Yes, this is a Greek story, obviously.
He cheated death too many times, and now he has to do an infinite journey rolling a boulder up a hill. But there's a certain curse that differs between that is different depending on who's telling the story. Sometimes you can't balance it on the top. Other times it gets more heavy as he brings it up. And so either way, he's infinitely rolling a boulder up a hill. Enter, you must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Yeah, you have to imagine that Sisyphus isn't hating every second of this.
There, I did it way faster than Henry ever could.
I was gonna just say, it's a guy who has to push a boulder up a hill forever. I wasn't even gonna say the shit about him cheating death.
I know you're
Or
lying.
the extra versions, because honestly, I forgot about the curses. Nice work, you did it longer.
Fuck you. I
just forgot about those details, honestly, because I don't care about those. I prefer the version where it's an infinite mountain.
Hello? Who is it?
It's me, Rob, from next door.
It's me, Rob.
Can I speak?
It's me, Rod.
Oh my god, it does say Rod. they wrote Rod. That's funny. Oh, now I feel bad because I just realized, what if they have dyslexia and we're being ableist by accident?
Oh, shit! Oh, God. Oh, no.
You know what? No, I have dysphagia disorders. I can make the funny.
He can make the joke. I can't.
I'm disabled in all of the everything.
Oh,
I got this.
Whoa, wait! Beating up a clock isn't gonna get us anywhere. He's a monster. Did you forget what he did?
I have so little privilege, you have no idea.
I'm still surprised that the clock is still alive.
The clock is still alive. I only have one privilege now.
Didn't Tony's son appear in this? Is this the same Tony? Or is there another clock named Tony that had a kid named Tony?
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
I just realized, of all of the privileges people talk about, I only have one. All I have is white privilege. That's literally it. Which is pretty good. It gets me a lot of things, I guess, but...
Well, it kind of cancels out.
I guess it kind of cancels out all of the lack of able-bodied privilege, straight privilege, cis privilege, Christian privilege.
Oh, also, I might buy the God of War games, the modern God of War games on the PS4, since they have like Odin and shit in them.
You know, classism. Yeah.
And since you're pagan, I was thinking we could maybe play those games, and then you could give more insight. Yeah, you could give more insight on the accuracy and the general interpretation of those characters.
Oh, that would be so fun. I would love.
Since
We
you
could
know,
do that
in
for a
this
lot of
version,
things.
Odin didn't get any knowledge from
Ooh,
the thing.
that's weird. Because that was like literally the whole point.
He didn't
That's the
get
whole
any
point of
knowledge,
Odin.
so now he's going crazy trying to figure out what's in the thing.
That's kind of like the whole point of Odin, though. That's weird. That's an interesting
The
take, I
entire
guess.
the entire point of Odin is that he needs knowledge.
The
And so
entire
the
point of
fact that he
Odin is that
didn't
he
get
is,
any is really interesting.
the point of Odin is that he is not the wisest god of them all, but he strives to be and functionally is.
They made Odin a mob boss.
In the sense of that the real, like what I personally consider to likely be the wisest of all of the gods, functionally doesn't do anything with that wisdom.
Yeah, they made Odin a mob boss, which yeah.
Like they're like, do I know what's gonna happen? Do I have the foresight of what's gonna happen? Yes. Am I gonna stop it? No. Shit happens as it happens. That's
Also,
the faith, baby.
quick question. I've seen in the only two things that I know of that are Ragnarok related, they both end with the characters choosing to have Ragnarok happen. Is that like
That is by that, can I just say that is the most accurate you could possibly get with Norse mythology. The idea of Ragnarok being inevitable is 100% accurate to Norse mythology and is likely going to be one of the only accurate depictions of an event depicted in Norse mythology. It's the closest we will ever get because, of course, we don't know what the gods look like. We don't know what kinds of things they use. We don't know what the other realms look like. So, therefore, the only thing that you could ever come close to being accurate to anything in Norse mythology is simply the concept of the inevitability of Ragnarok, which everybody knew was
yeah?
unstoppable.
So also they made Freyr Nathan Drake. They're basically the same character.
Okay, sure, I guess.
Anyway, back to the situation at hand.
I
The
love
other bird is on the
situations.
phone.
Domestic
That's
squabbles.
all.
Well, it's just that I need someone to check on the boys since Roy and I are about 20-30 minutes away and our babysitter was just rushed to the ER.
Roy, are you and Rob gonna start heading back soon?
I have to get some food in Roy or he'll faint again.
Damn, he pale.
I can tell.
Yeah, you've gotta get. He looks like he gonna faint.
He's fucking. Well, I mean, he did say that.
Can I tell you what I think happened here?
What?
I use an app, and so I like with like color fill-in stuff that allows you to take a layer and change the sort of tone and opacity of the layer. So I'm thinking what happened is they put the layer for Roy's beak on the same layer, as Rob's beak as Roy's skin because they're similar colors or they are the same color, and or it just happened that way. And
No, they're different colors.
They
Roy's skin
moved-
has more green in it.
Anyway, as I was saying that it could have happened because they were on the same layer for whatever reason, even if they weren't like the same color. Like they could have just put it on the same layer and tried to lower the tone of Roy's skin without having to redo like the tone, like redo the painting of the skins.
Yeah. Also, the line art for Roy's hair looks really good here.
It looks like slime. It's honestly
it looks
very
like
cute.
slime. Also, what's going on with his hand, with his arm here?
I do want to compliment the
Well, I mean,
hair.
it is
in the
Roy,
comic.
so his arm does weird shit all the time. So I went.
And I'm going to compliment something about this comic again. The hair is very good. I like the style. I like the way that they do it.
But also, I mean, it's Roy, so I can't really complain that much. So it makes sense. But also, what is happening here?
Long arm.
And she's gone. Wait, who's watching over you right now then? No one.
Nobody.
Lucas? Anyone home?
Perhaps try knocking louder.
I'm coming, Gracie. Oh, hi. So, how's Red doing right now?
I'm doing okay.
Oh, there's
You
Red.
try anything clock and you die.
Checks out.
Red, he's just a clock. What's the worst he can do?
I'm gonna need one of them.
That's like a fucking trigger phrase. That's like a fucking trigger sentence. God damn.
Never say what's the worst that can happen, what's the worst they can do, what's the blah blah, what's the blah, blah, blah. Never. Don't do that. Stop that. That's gonna trigger the narration.
That's gonna trigger the narration. That's gonna trigger a flash forward. That's foreshadowing. Stop foreshadowing.
Not foreshadowing.
Those
Don't
bats.
foreshadow.
Blue, you promised! I know. Red, go put the bat down. It's not safe. Fine.
Oh, and we in story.
Why did
like,
you?
by
Why
the way-
did the dub change it from "it's safe" to "it's not safe"?
Oh, by the way, that was us saying that you should, like, as a like, if you're in real life, never say that. Like, if you're writing a story, foreshadowing is so fun. Always foreshadow in your stories.
But also, like,
If you are,
Why
in a
did the
situation
dub
like this,
change
never
it?
say out loud what's the worst that could happen.
the dub changed it from the meaning being Tony isn't gonna do anything, put the bat down, to put the bat down, you're gonna hurt yourself. The fact that it changes it from "it's safe" to "it's not safe" completely changes the meaning of that sentence, and I don't get why.
Yeah, that happens a lot with these kinds of things.
That's really interesting, because that just really interests me about adaptations and how, like, just one little change can change the entire.
Even when you have the words in front of you.
Just adding one little word can change the entire meaning of a sentence. It's so crazy.
But I'm staying here.
Tony, wait. That's not a good idea.
Red? Is something bothering you?
Ah, yes. Tony, this is not gonna end well.
I thought this was over. I thought the lessons and painful betrayals were over.
Does this imply that Roy had some connection to, or OG Roy had some connection to Red? Yeah, at least in this version.
I don't know.
Because, like, I can't remember any painful betrayal in the original thing. Unless Red and Roy had some connection and some trust was breached. That's interesting. I always had a thought that they were old business partners.
Of course
That they both created the show together.
I also like that.
it's over. For you, at least.
Does he know?
Your memories.
He knows.
You remember everything, don't you?
He
Of
did.
course
Yeah.
I do. We used to be close, but then you changed.
That he was close with the clock.
I guess.
It's the
It's a clock.
don't
Sparky?
Sparky. Don't do it. We need more. Spark, don't do
I'm
it. We
sorry.
need more.
I never meant to hurt you, honest. 1 minute it was all fine, and then I lost control. I always lose control.
Sparky, don't. We need the
Sparky?
lore.
Sparky, no.
I'll be outside if you need be.
Okay, thank God. We have the lore. Manpet can fuck off.
Okay.
Come on, Tony. Leave him alone.
Of course.
I'm just gonna go to my room. Why don't you take Sketchbook home? I don't think Roy likes talking objects in his house.
Why is there no
Sure,
music?
sure. Whatever you say, Blue.
There was music before, right?
I think so, yeah.
I really hope so. There better have been music before.
Guy.
Red. Red, do you want to talk about this? You wouldn't understand. I might not understand, but I always thought saying what's on your mind helped.
I'll be real. This is the part where the writing starts to kind of click.
Yeah.
When it stops this whole impreg plot line and starts to shift back into Red Guy remembering, that is when the writing clicks.
Yeah,
When all the bells, all the whistles, extra is removed and the story boils down to Red trying to wrestle with his past in a new world. It just works. Sadly, that's not most of the comic.
As an author, well, as a writer, not really an author yet. As a writer, I I can confirm that the action is always the hardest, and you can't really judge a writer's ability based on their ability to um write an action scene or a fast paced like things are happening. Like it's really hard to describe things happening quickly. And even in comic form, it's difficult because you need to use as few drawings as possible to show a full progression of events. But this is really how you judge someone's writing, is when everything is calm and the characters are able to just talk to each other without having to have their like movements described or having to move all that much at all. When it's just dialogue, it can be really powerful.
And this is where this comic actually shines. And it sucks because there's so little of it. And that's why I wanted to make this series of analyzing this show, because I feel like beyond the comedic value of harping on a show that is, or harping on a comic that is pure confusion and action and just pure
It's the epitome of 2013 Tumblr.
it's the epitome of 2018 of that era of Tumblr, the good and the bad.
It's really all of it, and it also really just encapsulates. Not to get too poetic with it, but it really is nostalgic looking back on this, because it really looking back on this, I know exactly what the person who was making this was probably feeling when they were like, you know, in a lot like a lot of the things I was saying earlier about the appropriateness of the story. I still stand by, and I am hoping that there is a good explanation for why they would write that, especially with the more likely than not fact of them being a minor themselves. But like, even standing by all of that, I can still say that this person, like, really, I can really understand them. Honestly, like, this is the kind of shit that I would come up with randomly in my head, but never say out loud or like actually think about, like all of the random thoughts that you smush together into one really weird thing, and then you make, hoping that it turns out to be something good.
And I, we joke about this series a lot, and
it's not bad.
It's not like it's not like we hate this. It's just
we don't hate it.
I
This is
feel
actually
like
really fun and we enjoy it.
At the end of the day, this series had a lot of potential, and I see what they wanted, what the author wanted to do. I just wish they could have
done it better.
They could no. I just wish they could have zoned in on what really mattered in the story and hit it.
Yeah,
because
if they didn't feel so much pressure to be,
if it
bigger.
was, if they just condensed the story and made it just this could have been something really special.
I am really scared that we're going to get into Cloverfoot territory here. A long time ago online, there was a DeviantArt creator who drew an admittedly not very good, rendition of their Warrior Cats OC, Cloverfoot. Sorry, Cloverkit. Cloverkit. Cloverfoot's an actual character. That's why I got confused. Cloverkit. And some people were being negative, but then a couple of people said, hey, no, we should be encouraging young creators. We should be encouraging young artists. But then it got into a major thing where a lot of people changed their profile picture to Cloverkit and drew fan art of Cloverkit and sent it to the artist and told them they were doing a really good job and stuff. But then there were a bunch of people sending them really horrible messages and hate about saying that it's not good and it's garbage and they shouldn't keep trying and they shouldn't do more art, and that they're saying that like, oh, you shouldn't just encourage all young artists, you need to tell them when their art's bad, but took that to the extreme and just started berating them, and to the point where even the creator of CloverKit said to stop sending art, to stop making it, but people didn't listen, and eventually the creator of CloverKit deleted their account. And not only that, but even weirder, like this isn't a part of the message I'm trying to explain here of like being careful with promoting someone who doesn't know you're promoting them. But like it's this is just like really funny. It turns out that the person who created CloverKit didn't actually create CloverKit. They stole that design from someone else who had actually purchased the design. Someone drew an adoptable drawing where basically an artist can draw a unique looking character and post a picture of it offering to sell all rights of that character for a story if someone's just not very good at coming up with visuals for a character on their own. And so CloverKit was an adoptable name who was purchased and was actually apparently I think named Lucky. Apparently, but it seems that that person never came forward to say anything about any of this, so we have no idea what happened with that. There's no evidence that the CloverKit person purchased the sprite at all. It's really weird, but roundabout way of saying it can be a problem trying to compliment or critique an inexperienced artist or an artist trying to gain experience. It can be really hard to do that because you have to be very careful with how they're going to react and how other people are going to react. Like it's always hard because public stuff is public and the internet's going to internet. If the person who is making this series, who made this series, um ever like came back and like said stuff about it, I think it would be really cool to like talk to them in like a video. So like, hey, if you're watching this, that'd be fucking cool. Oh no. Keep talking. Uh okay. Shit. Yeah, but yeah, like we aren't saying this is a really really good comic and you should all go read it and it's like really really great. Um but we're also not saying this is trash, this is garbage, the person who made this should never do art again. We would never say that because this has potential. This is someone who is clearly getting pretty good with art, because one of the biggest things in art you need to have is consistency, especially if you want to do anything professional or public, is you need to be able to reproduce the dimensions of your characters consistently and the dimension of objects in the world consistently. Just you need to be consistent, and this person has consistency and it's really good. And they're they definitely try a little too hard on some things, but it's almost always clearly out of a desire to get more people to care about it than it is really to like want to have like a story that's just dramatic, because a story is really all about the emotions. Unless you're writing an action movie, in which case it's just fucking go for it, dudes. But yeah, like a story is really all about the characters and the emotion. Like, what do your characters feel at the beginning? What do they feel in the middle? And what do they feel at the end? That's how you tell a story. And this person's good at that.
And thank you for covering for me, Henry. Um,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'll be honest. When this comic, I just, I really wish that this comic couldn't. This comic wasn't just the funny impreg comic in my mind.
Yeah,
No?
because it had a lot of potential, but it was kind of damaged by a lot of really problematic or just downright weird aspects. Not that there's anything weird about a man having a baby. I am a trans guy myself, and I know a seahorse dad. Like, there's nothing weird about that. It's just that the implication here is a very, I'm gonna say fetishized like version of male on male relationships. It's a trope perpetuated by yaoi and such of like making one like a woman.
Yeah, and just moral of all this. This
Not
could have
their
been
fault. It is
something.
not their fault.
Okay, thanks. This
I'm
could have
just
been
saying.
something really great. This could have been something
Yeah.
really great, and if the author, the artist, anybody who worked on this, because I can safely assume we can safely assume that this was a two-person project, assuming as the
Yeah.
two different art styles. If any of y'all want to contact us and want to
Give some insight into like, the creation of it, or
and want to like, I don't even know who made this.
we don't know.
We don't know who made this. I can't find whoever made this. So if you want to come out, get out here, talk to us, get some insight, maybe even make a video out of it, we would love to talk with you, because we genuinely feel like you have a lot of talent. And this was a long time ago. You've probably done some great things, and
You've probably gotten way better now.
I would love to share this. I would love to talk about your better stuff, your improved stuff. You might have made a masterpiece that I'm not aware of. Just
Hell, what if this person is like working for like a major comic industry or some shit at this point, like one of the artists
just
or storyboardists?
get to the chase. If you want to talk, if you want to talk about this, if you want to talk about just this whole thing in general, about this whole culture, all of it, please talk to me. I'll try to put my Twitter in the description. I would love to speak with you about this. If you'd want to make this a video, I would love to. And I respect you a lot for putting this out in general, despite its flaws, and sticking with it for so long. I really respect that, and I would love to talk with you. Let's finish out this. We're going to end at the end of episode 16.
Oh, by the way, if anyone wants to call Jade out for calling it Twitter, we'll call it X the day Elon Musk calls his daughter Vivian.
Yeah.
Say anything.
Damn
but
right.
At least let me keep you.
Okay, funny. We're funny. We're comedians. We're
funny
comedians.
again.
We're comedians. We're supposed to be funny.
We're the funny police. Ha ha.
We're funny. We're funny.
Funny parade.
We're funny. We're the Blue's tie is just a
goofy shape. It go whip.
It's a really thick thing. Why is it a banana tie? Banana tie.
Company. Okay.
Why does he have a doll of Roy? There we go. We're getting back into the zone.
Smoke in my eye. Fuck. Ow. I'm good.
Okay. Why does
That
he
is
have a
a
doll of
weird
Roy?
looking animal.
That's the end. Okay. I'm thinking that this next episode is going to be the last one. I'm thinking this next video is going to be the last one.
Yeah.
So, this next episode, we're going to get MLGO, the dude, on, because we would like a third opinion. And that'll be that.
Jade, also, maybe get me a new talk sprite, because Jade thinks that I need someone else to draw me my goofy little guys.
I'm just saying, he
My internet
has a
essence
drawing
is ever
tablet. He
changing.
has a drawing tablet.
I don't care. I
So,
have vision.
yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode.
It's
We
my
will see you in the final episode of the Art Trio analysis series. Let's go.